Nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's 3rd and 9. Now it's Goff. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In the case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2nd and 7. Here's Goff. This pass down the field for Gibbs. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Hey, lift! Now you won!
Now Goff. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the conversion plays. You usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Louis.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. DeMarvion overshown, the one to bring him down. Now 2nd and 9.
Hold on. Check.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Value 3. Run. Hardball. 4 down.
To throw is Goff. Over the middle and taken in by Laporta. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave one more off this lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Here's third and a few inches.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
After the interception, here's Goff. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
That's complete to Laporta. Look at the big man rumble. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So instead of trailing into the lockers, they grabbed the lead with the clock reading all zeros before intermission.
I would love to go into the locker room with them because right now they're riding a nice wave, aren't they? They're feeling good about themselves. But I know the coach is going to be talking to them about calming down, taking it easy. We've got a whole second half, but use the way we finished the first one to start the second.
That's caught at the 2, but he will not get the 2 points. He stopped up short, and that is how this first half will come to an end. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Being chased out left. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Goff now looking to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Gibbs. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. Gone. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Prescott now from the 50, rolling to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers.
And this is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Goff now looks to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their lead is hanging by a thread after that pick 6, but look, they're still in the driver's seat. Now the question, how aggressive will they be on this drive? Time to find out. In search of redemption from the pick 6, Goff. And this one too low.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Tiger, Tiger.
Back to throw, Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the 1st. They get him to the ground at the 37. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it.
17.
Now Goff. Forced out to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Yeah, here we go.
A running play, it's Dowdle. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. On play action, Prescott. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. He's got the first down and then some. Touchdown, Cowboys! Brandon Cooks, 35 yards. And the Cowboys have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Well, late turnovers so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect a lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Breaks through the contact. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 45 on second down, Goff. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 33. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Goff. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Very sharp here to start this drive. 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
Goff. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Go.
Now Goff. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now it's Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And he's got it.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Goff going to keep it himself. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Brandon, 3rd and goal from the 1, and they go quarterback sneak, and they expected a surge up front. The surge came from the defense.
Yeah, it looked like there was no surprise defensively. They were ready.
Yeah, totally stacked it up, unable to get it on 3rd down.
Montgomery, they'll run for it. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Kill! 47.
Now Prescott. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the left sideline. CeeDee Lamb. And he's across for a late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Flush to his right. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. And unable to connect. It's incomplete. And the clock stopped at 8 seconds. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. One last throw here for Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly.